And hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and sorry for the little hiatus of... I think I took nearly a week off because things got busy in my schedule and I wasn't able to play much, or let alone consider streaming. Or rather, I was able to play, but I couldn't set aside the time to stream. In any event, I'm back, and I thought I'd progress the MSQ a little bit. If you like what you see at any point, please remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, give me a follow on Twitch, and hit the notification bells. They may be a small thing from each of you, but they mean the world to the channel. It really helps out a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So without further ado, how lovely, our merry duo has become a quartet. Past disagreements are no reason to reject collaboration in the here and now. I commend Selk for his practicality. Do not approach me, do not speak to me, and do not dare presume to treat me as a friend. I am merely carrying out my duty. Ouch. Still cold, but... yeah, okay. We have Selk on side for the moment. Let's not waste this, so without further ado, Hythlodaeus. Hunger in the garden. Hythlodaeus is eager to find Hermes. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment of, to adjust my vision. You mean despite the clouds and general, maybe slight onset of fog soon? There he is, on the next aisle over. Meteion is with him. Oh, that's convenient. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Myrokos Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Okay? Myrokos, because this is supposed to be Greek, and that's I is iota. So... this appears to be the teleporter to Myrokos Euros. Let's go. Myrokos Euros is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a research hub. Huh. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I have also heard tale that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let us just say that no one should live near the naos, which provides access to a certain facility. What facility is that? Is that this one? What? You expect me to praise you and your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Then again, even with you slowing her down, there is no denying that Vena is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics, in any field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. Though the singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motives somewhat impenetrable at times, As her student and successor puts it, she is a force of nature, at once so close and at the same time so very distant. I can attest to that for what I know. Oh, and my retainers are finishing up their ventures. They are close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Okay, so that's that. Well then, Myrokos, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Myrokos can handle them. He did survive a bout with Vena, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. First things first... yeah, first things first, I want that ether current. I'm probably gonna get it one way or another, but... And just oh, I had a feeling it'd be here. Okay. Pause for mining. $11 crystals, my. Huh. Okay, while I'm in this form, I'll just take advantage of my being a gatherer here. Or in this, miner specifically, to, get that current. Slight detour, just slight. Never be afraid to divert from the MSQ if it means you can pursue other goals. Ooh. Or maybe not. How? Let's see, that says 562, 527. I'm assuming it's somewhere over there. So why don't I actually get back to the MSQ? I don't know. If my, like, my bed can go on water here, mount can go on water, but this is, kind of ancient water, so... Would it work? Besides, with that stuff there, I probably will be making my way over there at some point, because you gotta uncover a good chunk of the map somehow. Oh, raw blue zircon. Yeah, okay. Well, if I have time, I can pick up that later. Oh no! Oh. Ooh, maybe perhaps here. Can I put you to sleep? Please? Oh, I really, ooh. No, I am not interested in that. Yeah. Ooh, no. Crap. Oh, I'm dead. Well, yep. Of course of course that happened. Right as I was very low health. Okay. Myrokos. Actually, want to repair while I'm here. I know there's a mender over here. And it gives me a chance to check on retainers. Yeah, I entered and it spawned those beasts. No. Now back to Myrokos and let's try that again. I don't know why they were so tough, though. The only advantage they had was that I was low health, having swapped jobs from miner to black mage. Now that I'm at full health, this should, much nicer. Should I hug the edge? Considering all the beasts are on the interior, probably should try to hug the edge if I can. Now, why would they want to come here? Not another one. I just was trying to retrace my steps. Not completely, but trying to be mindful. Ah, there they are. Why are you hanging out in this dangerous location? Myrokos, where did you come from? Around the corner? Myrokos, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and MSQ company. An important matter? And unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. It will not be long, I promise you, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. You needn't be concerned for our safety. Meteion and I are protected by a ward which conceals our presence from the creatures. We're taking notes. We'll talk later. Okay. I was prepared to swoop in if need be, but 'tis clear you have faced your fair share of monstrous opponents. What is that ghastly odor? You spoke with Hermes then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain convocation members, but I, for one, am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the MSQ who would recreate Amarat in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that is. Why am I always why am I always so forward-thinking? I simply wish to enjoy all that life has to offer. Yeah, interesting. Did I get something? Nope. Words without sound. Let me just do a double check. Okay, nothing new from Vanilla. Words without sound. Emetsalk seems content to stay where he is. Hermes said he would not be long. Yes, then we shall wait here until he emerges. If you say so. He seemed a bit fidgety when I saw him.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Voice acting. I don't have to read.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are, and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents, someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
It's
May we
her.
please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
It hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteion.
Oh, she's.
Steady.
I just realized
So
she's
scared.
got like Garuda's wings
The
for
pain.
ears.
It's too
Huh.
much. Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs dynamis.
It's
That will
her.
explain why you were able to hear her when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Okay. I strained my senses to their limits, but found nothing. You must calm your mind that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Hear, feel, think. And of course, there's, you calm your mind, your senses, questing for any hint of Meteion's presence. But you failed to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Let's listen again. It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Meteion's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Huh. Trying to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Thank goodness I don't have to go up into the main structure. Yep, cutscene. Have we found her? Greetings and salutations. Okay. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run far away. Oh, not again. Please, don't follow me. Meteion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. You know, I just wish you could like become a Death Eater or at least fly up there in a puff of smoke. Oh no! Oh dear. Okay, let's. I thought I'd wind up pulling a creature. It's a Monanchu, okay. Or whatever they're actually called in the ancient world. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper, but fail to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Meteion's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Of course I wound up pulling. And I tried to go around it. The Acantha. I'm used to it, but the Nunchulu having done most of Eureka. It said south. South is that way. That's we can give this a try. It's probably going to be a dead end. Failed. There. I had a feeling. Okay. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Etheirys. What? All peoples? Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. What question? Finalizing report. No, Myrokos, you mustn't listen. This is growing tedious. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Oh wait, wasn't that like a Morse? I heard that there was a Morse code message in the Crystal Tower. Yeah, it's Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteion? She headed for the lake. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Meteion are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Meteion's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we track down the Meteion we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. A frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. 'Tis a shame there is no registered concept we could use to create another Meteion, assuming, of course, we could link her to the shared mind, but no. If it were a viable solution, Hermes would have surely suggested it. In the final days, Ether is twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond the star. its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges with these latest pieces. Oh, my dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why did you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? My apologies, we should focus on the task at hand. Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Pythideus has a suggestion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteion renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings. Does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Much how MSQ solidified your presence when first we met you? Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Myrokos will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once he ascertains Meteion's likely location, you will proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever. And thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe. Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Myrokos and MSQ will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while the others predict and obstruct Meteion's avenues of escape. MSQ and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts, and let us be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteion and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. MSQ is now accompanying you, blah blah blah. Okay. So escort quest, protect MSQ from any danger. You calm your mind, your senses, questing for any hint of Meteion's presence. But you fail to hear her voice, she must be elsewhere. Nothing this way, we'll try another route then. Okay. Would have been a shame because with the water there, you calm your mind, your senses, blah blah blah. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Meteion's anguished voice heads towards the water's edge. She went into the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough already. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. Okay. So no jumping off. Oh, but I want to. It's right there. It's so tempting. Okay, but fine. There. Happy? I so wanted to get him drenched. Not many disturbances to check out here. Cutscene. Not here. I'm not here. Please. By that rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Meteion. We will hear your report, good or bad. What are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him, his poor, fragile heart. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Is this naos not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the element. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteion's essence. We move on. I wonder where that goes. There, I see her. Oh, on the other side of the naos. Okay. Okay, aha. So I thought we'd go back here. This is the other side. We were over here and went all the way around. Cutscene. Haven't seen any sign of that ether current. Hopefully I find it soon. Well, there she, in the meantime, there she is.
Aha!
Oh, voice acting. Hey.
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Please, Meteion. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Them who?
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
It's the act. Oh my goodness.
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Lovely.
You fool!
Okay, If the Deus is musing, if all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteion's report, then it is his right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment, and we must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Do you understand why Hermes would do this? His logic escapes me entirely. No, I don't. Caging the messenger, Hythlodaeus is pondering what to do next. Hermes has headed to Catesis, considering the expansive dimensions of the place. Even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteion is a potential threat that needs to be brought under control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard the star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Vena, Myrokos? It's clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteion is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase, and even if neither Hermes nor Meteion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all counts. To Catesis Hyperborea we go. What? But... okay. But I want to get the ether current. I'm getting that ether current. I'm not running all the way back here for nothing. I was so close to that ether current, now I have to go all the way back. But it's kind of it to do the fast travel, but now I get to go back the long way. What the? Not here? Is it down there? It's down there. But it's gotta be somewhere. Lovely. Okay, I'll have to get that. Once I'm done. Or never mind. Can't believe it's all the way over there. I thought it was up here, but apparently it's over there. Oh, so it is here. Wait, did I see an NPC called Sappho? Like the poet? Yeah. Huh. And she is indeed a lady. If you know your Greek poets, then you know that Sappho was a lady. No time for side quests. So not out of the ordinary. Does anyone know what caused it? I mislike the look of this. Judging from the crowd, something is afoot. Yeah, what was their first clue? What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Caduceus? Mistress Vena, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Caduceus put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. Yeah, get everyone out of the building so he can have Meteion to himself. And what does this state of alert entail? A field of dampening magics is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Cathis's scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I've little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You all need only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once Asm after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, MSQ, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power into a protective manner if you so choose. Yes? So in duty sport he's tanker DPS. MSQ is tanker DPS, specifically magical DPS. Hithodeus is physical DPS of some sort. And the Nas, they all around are okay. Yeah, well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Your tale led us here, Myrokos, so 'tis only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Meteion. And then we will face the future together. And as usual, I'll queue in Duty Finder. Bleak as the contents of Meteion's report might be, many could hear it and remain content with their lives. But not Hermes. For him, the veneer of perfection has long been cracked, and it was to the distant heavens he looked for the means to repair it. I understand his anguish after a fashion. My own refusal to return is in opposition to the world's established order. Yet for me, the imperfections only enhance the fragile beauty of our star. I will fight to see it delivered from destruction, warts and all. I said that Hermes was likely perched somewhere at the highest point of the facility, but reaching him will be no mean feat. To put it simply, Cathis's Hyperborea contains a multitude of vast spaces linked together at the seams, meaning the interior is far more massive than even the grand structure might otherwise suggest. But even a colossal facility filled top to bottom with savage creations will not stop you, not with Vana and MSQ at your side, and I will be there too, of course, cheering you on. From the moment we met you, our visit has devolved into a never-ending series of complications and irritations. In spite of this, I have gained one useful thing, an awareness of Dynamis. To think that a power with the potential to corrupt ether had largely escaped our notice. Whether or not I believe your tale, the facts underpinning your narrative will be the source of much debate. So understand that I act not for the sake of you or your fantastical quest. My duty demands that I apprehend Meteion, and if that now means Hermes as well, then so be it. I will not seek to impede such august company from going about its business, but please do be aware that many of the specimens within are far from docile. Oh, average wait time 11 minutes. If I feel this takes too long, I'll switch to duty support. It would be more lore immersion-wise accurate. I'll give it a few more minutes. I know I don't like giving dead time to waiting in queue, but it's par for the course. So if it gets to 15 minutes elapsed time or something like that, then I'll forgo Duty Finder and just do duty support for brevity. And here we go. Well, this is a beautiful dungeon already.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced.
Oh, there are bucks? I don't know if I'll be able to read all of them. Hopefully I can separately make a... Oh, I love the music here. closer to my triple cast. Oh, come on, we're so close. Yes, back here. He literally popped up just to drop it. Like, okay. Ooh, I get gear. Gear. I've been needing gear for so long. Especially right side gear. I'm still largely wearing my level 80 gear. I'm so under.
I'm warning you. Stay away.
That's that thing. Nope. No, they're not there. Oh, there's notes here. I'm gonna have to read those later on replay. That'll run the dungeon again, maybe on Explorer mode to read it properly. But I thought I'd try to get the journals in as well. Don't know why I use foul. They don't. After certain body, it doesn't really do much in the way of damage, but it does work as an AoE. Around it activating chat there. Ooh, earrings. Yay! I need garb. is that a third of the area? If I remember directional stuff right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I had a feeling that would be directionals, kind of evocative of, no. No, I want out of that tank buster. See, can I may not be able to do it in a dungeon, given
I cannot let
the last time I tried.
Not yet.
There's Steve there. Must be dealing with allergies. Oh boy. Oh, another book there. I don't know if there was a book back there.
Before they're expunged from existence.
Lucky me, I got a buckrate in very quickly. Or at least a stem. Yols! Just realized we're fighting Yols. Okay.
So, it comes to this. I've no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction. I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power!
Ooh.
Dancing winds, pierce
We
my
all got
bow.
hit with that.
Stars on high, fall as rain.
So that's the meteor thing. I was referring to the one that wasn't going to break first.
Streams of ether, surge as one. dancing winds, pierce my foes! Stars on high, fall and rain!
And I was thinking about popping my ley lines, but clearly it's time to move.
Even when transformed. But I am not finished yet. No! My power!
Let's see the rest of MSQ. Hopefully he has calmed down a little. Mary Chase he led us on.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars?
Did he not hear the report?
Was there a reason for living?
I thought that he wanted to know what made them happy, not what was their reason for
We
living.
conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived.
I thought it was her.
Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
What the?
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does not stand to reason that we too should be discarded.
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish in starve. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
What the?
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of MSQ of the convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events, and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to MSQ and Hyphodeus. Meteion's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Oh. But doesn't that just excuse him?
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteion. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteion!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. and no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Almost! Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteion's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emet-Selch.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
Oh yeah.
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go, Argos!
So we're out, we're safe, we remember. But
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
what about the others?
Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
But what became of the others, I wonder? Yeah, that's exactly what I was asking.
I'd like to know too. Let us ascertain the situation at Kutisis Hyperborea, where they should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress as well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Oh, they've forgotten about us.
Well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venara about it when next we meet.
Yes, yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Oh. And then, there's the final one. Went all the way there. Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he will create more entelechies. He poured much of himself into Meteion, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Meteion would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fandaniel. You may now enter Caduceus Hyperborea as a trust. Already level 8. Thou must live, die, and know. Vena is watching you in quiet contemplation. Myrokos, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Hemetselk and Hythlodaeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of Propylion. Well, that was a wild ride. Like, I mean, that dungeon right there. Whew. Basically, Hermes just, oh yeah, I can fly. For a second there, I thought I couldn't. I'm so used to running around this zone on foot or by ground. I forgot I could fly. Your time in the stage is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Venos, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I think I need to step away and use the bathroom, so if you need to get up and stretch your legs, do so now. Or pause the video if you're watching this on YouTube. I will be back. And I'm back. Figured do a bathroom break before I do this next, but every time it does the several cutscenes will play in sequence, you know, the words as I call them, and pop up, you know we're in for some trouble. And this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Venos, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I can change and repair my gear later. Let's go.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yes, this is where we part ways. I mean, I know I gotta go back at some point, but If I can linger a little longer just to help out, even with some light chores, that if it's help, then
I appreciate your sentiment. I truly do. But 'tis a very long game that we must now play. And while you have maintained a stable presence here thus far, there are dangers in lingering over long. No. You must return to your own battlefield. Make use of the knowledge you have attained, that your days here and our friends' sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him, on us. You may find your world to be very different, or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
What now?
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end.
Yep.
That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
Oh, I'm crying. I'm not afraid that I am tearing up at this.
Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear.
Why doesn't he have his convocation mask?
Too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong. Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer.
Oh no.
Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us.
Oh.
No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise.
It's the song.
Henceforth, he shall walk. All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Oh, wow.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Well, that's a bit of a, that's a bit of a musical dissonance there to go from answers to the ocular. Wow, that was rough. No, I haven't done the 77 quest. For Black Mage. Here. Portrait. Let's see, we're put to trial in the main hall of the Baldesian Annex. Hopefully this doesn't plunge me directly into something, because I really need a break. You have a knack for turning up exactly when needed, and this is no exception. Oh no. Well, let's turn this one in. Myrokos, impeccable timing as always. I'd heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as so often seems to be the case while you were away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Yeah, okay. I think that feels like a title update. Yep. This feels like a good break point, and I gotta look towards, getting my dinner ready. I know it's nearly 4 p.m. where I am, but, this just, after that cutscene, wow, I need a break, and it's coming nearly 3 hours, my normal break time, so, yeah, if you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, give me a follow on Twitch, hit the notification bells. It's a small thing for you, but it helps out the channels tremendously. And with that, I shall see you anon, friends.